Be ready for dictation. 5 seconds. Start. The main thrust of the submissions made on behalf of the appellants was directed to the attack of polio suffered by the appellant number 1, which had left him crippled and made it impossible for him to lift a heavy object such as a stone with which the offence is said to have been committed. Full stop. The further contention of the appellants was that the High Court had failed to appreciate that in her evidence PW1 had admitted that she had not seen any blood oozing from the ear, nose or mouth of the deceased after the commission of the offence. Full stop. Certain material consistencies in the statements of PW7 as to whether he had actually noticed the accused in the focus of his torch light were also pointed out. Full stop. It was pointed out that while he had stated in his deposition that he had woken up upon hearing the shouting and thereafter he switched on his torch light with the aid of which he noticed the accused persons running away from the scene, in his statement made under section 161 CRPC, he had mentioned that he was engaged in agricultural operations at the time of the incident. Full stop. Para. The submissions made on behalf of the state supported the reasoning of the High Court, and it was submitted that although there was only one eyewitness, who was the wife of the deceased, her evidence remained unshaken and there was no reason to disbelieve her evidence as to the manner in which the incident had occurred. Full stop. It was also pointed out that the injuries suffered by the deceased were quite capable of being inflicted by a heavy object, such as a stone, being thrown at the head of the victim. Full stop. In fact, the stand of the state was that since the injuries were corroborated by the evidence of PW1, the High Court had rightly found the accused to be guilty of having caused the death of Sanjay, though without having the intention of killing him. Full stop. There was, therefore, no ground for interference with the judgment of the High Court under appeal. Full stop. Para. As indicated herein before, both the courts below appear to have overlooked, the nature of the injuries suffered by the deceased and to correlate the same with the prosecution story. Full stop. On an examination of the injuries suffered by the deceased and the evidence of PW1, it will be seen that the injuries do not match the color evidence. Full stop. The injuries suffered by the deceased, which are extracted herein before, do not indicate any depressed injury which would have to be present if a heavy object such as a stone were to be dropped on a person's head, full stop. In his deposition, PW3, who had conducted the post-mortem examination, stated that in the instant case, there was profuse bleeding internally, but that he did not find any profuse bleeding in the external injury, and that in the instant case, there was possibility of blood oozing from the nose and the mouth of attacked with an object such as stone, full stop, over.